Hey guys, welcome back to Trek Through Trek. Stick around to the end of this episode for him to give you a tutorial on how to make the earpiece.
What? Yeah, no, I don't have a tutorial about how to make that. That's not happening.
Fine.
Hey guys, welcome back to Trek Through Trek. Today we're watching the second part of the Menagerie. So you'll finally get to see all of what happened in the cage.
Interesting. Alright.
Well, I guess this needs no further introduction.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, for you guys at home, it's only been a week. But for us, it's been, I think, 3 weeks since we watched Menagerie Part 1.
Yeah.
So hopefully Andrew remembers everything that happened.
I don't. I remember the general idea, but like...
Well, alright. That's good enough.
Just know, if I ask you, when did that happen? But it already happened in the last episode, just entertain my idiocy. I just forgot.
And they say I have a bad memory.
What you do?
I find it hard to believe the events of the past 24 hours.
As do I, Kirk.
Or the plea of Mr. Spock standing general court-martial. Yodi.
Okay.
I assume we must see it because that's how he escaped, and there's some kind of thing in there, and that, like...
Well, yes, I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation.
I mean, given it's Spock, it's probably reasonable.
Well, certainly logical.
Well, yes. I find it hilarious to have all this footage. To think that, like, who's operating this camera for the footage they have? Just like, he gets knocked unconscious and brought in, and then camera operator's just like, you got that? How's the audio quality on it? Oh shoot, we're gonna have to retake it. Hey, Talosians!
Mm-hmm.
Can you bring him back up for a second, that way you can bring him back down?
Take two.
Exactly. Well, yes.
My name is Christopher Pike.
Indeed it is.
Commander of the...
Frustrated into a need to display physical prowess, the creature will throw himself against the transparency.
If you're in here, wouldn't you test the strength of these walls, too? There's a way out of any cage, and I'll find it.
That's why it's called the cage.
Yeah.
It's the name of the thing that is in.
We can soon begin the experiment.
The inhabitants of this planet must live deep underground. Probably manufacture food and other needs down there. Now, our tests indicate the planet's surface
It's like,
without
oh,
considerably
our
more
captain
resource
was
animals.
taken. Let's make a PowerPoint.
Well, yes. That's how we do meetings. We have slides.
Yeah, but like, I feel like you kind of got to do something when your captain is taken hostage, not, let's prepare a PowerPoint. Complete with a morph transition, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Engineering deck will rig to transmit ship's power. We'll try blasting through that metal.
The ship looks so different, it's insane. What is this conference room? Honestly, kind of like it. Huh? That was weird.
It's a mental projection.
Come on! We must hide ourselves!
Well, I figured as much.
Come!
This is Rigel 7. I was in a cage, a cell, in some kind of a zoo.
In a
Must be
menagerie.
there.
Okay, how has he not run into a piece of glass yet?
It's a great question.
By Captain Pike,
The Talosians controlled his brain.
and could make him live any place, any time, any situation they wished.
Longer hair,
Yeah,
different dress, but it is you.
in other words,
The one
it's
that's...
a great idea to go back. The villain looks so stupid.
Quick!
Like a Viking.
If you attack while it's
Yeah, but a really stupid one.
But it's only a dream.
Looks like a Viking that would be the comic relief of a Disney movie, like the villain's right-hand man that's only there to say stupid things.
Right.
Exactly who I was thinking of. Kronk. For those of you who haven't seen The Emperor's New Groove, you should.
It doesn't matter what you call
I like how the Talosians are like, we can control his brain, his thoughts, and everything in it. Can't keep him in a glass box. But we can try controlling his brain? I feel like if you control his brain, you could just keep him in the glass box.
Well, yes.
Right. Is this guy here for any particular reason other than to give this little, like, image in Captain Pike's mind a plot?
I have no idea.
Does this actually drive anything along at all? Is there a reason that he's chasing them? Or do you just kind of feel like it? Whee!
Let's jump right onto the sword.
Exactly. Well, more like get pushed onto the sword. What? Can't tell if he's, like, ashamed of himself, or if he just fell asleep in the middle of the meeting.
Reconvene later.
Then they care about the captain.
Could be either
Want
one.
him back. Alive, sir.
Why are you here?
Please you.
I'm not.
Are you real?
As real as you wish.
They want to see how I react, is that it? Standing by, number one.
Take cover.
3, 2, 1.
Look, it's just a really large phaser rifle from that first episode. Complete with the 8-year-old effects.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's like they're blasting with fireworks and sugary cereals.
Delicious.
Fireworks?
Oh, the sugary cereals.
That makes more sense. I wouldn't recommend eating fireworks. Hear me out. You can't blast through the door because it's specially made. Blast through the rock. That one isn't specially made. When the supposed extra smart team of individuals has to be stupid for the episode.
Disengage!
Also, if they're underground,
Well, yes.
How far can they control my mind?
They can't actually make you do anything you don't want to.
But they try to trick me with their illusions.
And they can punish you when you're not cooperative. You'll find out about that.
So the Talosians who came underground found life limited here, and they concentrated on developing their mental power.
They found it's a trap. Like a narcotic. Because
It's a trap.
dreams become more important than reality.
why is the whole thing blue?
It's on the screen now.
Oh,
That's how you can tell the difference.
why is their screen tinted blue?
You know?
An Earth woman
Like they're supposedly far, far into the future,
captured as breeding
and their screen can still not properly display color.
Mm-hmm.
just to maintain a supply of zoo specimens.
The vial contains a nourishing protein complex.
No, it doesn't.
The keeper actually
It can appear as any food you wish to visualize.
Poison, isn't it?
You
No.
overlook the unpleasant
Why would he
alternative
poison
of
his zoo
punishment.
animals?
Fair.
You will now consume the nourishment.
I'm going to use that line on you from now on. You will now consume the nourishment.
The difference
You do have limitations, don't you?
is that you can't control my mind.
Disobey. From deep
Blue Gatorade.
You were startled. Weren't you reading my mind then? All I wanted for that moment was to get my hands around your neck. Primitive thoughts put up a block you can't break through.
it
Figuring
became
something
necessary
out.
to attract a mate. With the female now properly conditioned,
You mean properly punished? I'm the one who's not cooperating. Why don't you punish me?
first, an emotion of protectiveness. Now, one of sympathy. Excellent.
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 Horse.
You want some coffee, dear?
Yes, horse.
Horse.
One of the few things we learn about Captain Pike
I left the
is that he
thermos
likes
in the
horses,
saddle.
or rides horses, or has horses. Something about horses.
Or that really this whole thing is an imagination and that he is a horse.
One of us comes from his memory.
Horse.
You're home. You can even stay if you want.
But we're not here, neither of us. We're in a menagerie, a cage.
That's
You
2
said
episode names.
Both of the names.
You told me
Actually, 3 of the episode names, because there's 2 menageries.
they couldn't even repair. It seemed for a couple of minutes that our keeper couldn't read my thoughts. Do emotions like hate, does that block off our mind from them?
Yes. They can't read through primitive emotions. But you can't keep it up for long enough. I've tried.
Says who?
They keep at you
She
and
tried.
at you year after year.
Yeah, but knowing the fact that this was an almost aired episode, like a finished episode, he has plot armor. Meaning that he will be able to keep it up.
Your powers of deduction know no
I
bounds.
can guess what it was like.
That's not.
Where is he? Why is there a green person?
That's Vina again? As the Green Orion slave girl?
Orion Slave Girl.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What just happened?
Only let them through.
Captain!
They don't work.
They were fully charged when we left.
Filling my mind with a picture of beating their huge, misshapen heads to pulp. Thoughts so primitive they black out everything else. I'm filling my mind with hate.
Since you resist the present specimen, you now have a selection.
I'll break out of this zoo somehow and get to you. You'll find my thoughts more interesting. Emotions so ugly.
She's like,
Thinking is
told ya.
I told you so. Don't do that.
will be as quickly rewarded.
No. No, don't help me. I have to concentrate.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm glad they scrapped this episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of stupid. He's still trying to figure out what that random thing is. Little divot in the wall,
Where the food came from.
I guess, yeah. Quick, climb in!
Are you hold still,
Don't
Roughneck?
hurt them. They don't mean to be evil.
You stop this illusion or I'll twist your head off.
Your ship, release me, or we'll destroy it.
I'm gonna gamble you're too intelligent to kill for no reason at all.
It's gambling. This is like the Corbomite maneuver all over again. It's just poker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to bet you've created an illusion this laser is empty. I think it just blasted a hole in that window and you're keeping us from seeing it. You want me to test my theory out on your head?
Hey, look at that.
Oh,
Captain!
that's an illusion, isn't it?
It would appear not.
That or this whole thing is an illusion. Like, they just put him into an illusion of an exact copy of the room, except that there's a hole in the wall.
Maybe.
Guilty, yes or no, Captain? Yes. I must also vote guilty as charged. And you, Captain?
Guilty. As charged.
Dun, dun.
But he's not going anywhere because, you know,
Correct.
plot armor. Probably shouldn't have told me who has plot armor, though I'd probably figured it out.
Sir, we're entering orbit Talos 4.
Talos controls the vessel now, sir. You've asked me why. You'll see the answer now.
Make contact, number one.
They kept us from seeing this, too. We cut through and never knew it.
You are now on the surface where we wished you to be. With the female of your choice, you will now begin carefully guided lives.
Look, I'll make a deal with you. You and your life for the lives of these 2 Earth women. Send these 2 back, and I'll stay with Vina.
It's wrong to create a whole race of humans to live as slaves.
Is this a deception? Do you intend to destroy yourselves?
What is that?
The weapon is building up an overload, a forced chamber explosion. You still have time to get underground. Wait.
The customs and history of your race show a unique hatred of captivity. Even
Well
when
done.
it's pleasant and benevolent, you prefer death. This makes you too violent and dangerous a species for our needs.
That's one of them.
Yeah, where's the other 2?
Don't know. Oh, wait.
There's another one. Where's Captain Pike?
That's her true appearance.
You see why I can't go with you.
This is the female's true appearance.
Hey, that's what I said.
They found
Yeah.
me in the wreckage, dying. They rebuilt me, but they had never seen a human. They had no guide.
Well, they definitely didn't do it right.
No.
There you are, good as new. Except for your dorsal fin. I'm afraid I couldn't find it after the crash.
Can I live without it?
If you call that living.
She's gonna put her hand out and it's a foot.
It was necessary.
Mr. Spock, the system is coming on again.
Dun, dun, dun. And Captain Pike.
Yep.
Yes, Captain Pike is back.
Isn't she coming with us?
And this isn't really the episode we're watching.
No, and I agreed with her reason.
It's gonna be like everything we've done so far is an illusion too. We're still at Talos 4.
Commodore, don't you think that...
What the? Yep, that's why.
Where did he go?
The Commodore was never aboard your vessel. His presence there and in the
Wait
shuttlecraft
a minute.
was an illusion.
What?
Huh.
Mr. Spock had related to us. Captain Pike is welcome to spend the rest of his life with us, unfettered by his physical body.
What? My brain hurts.
Well, so you remember how Vina looks
Yes, exactly.
normal.
No, I know what's happened.
So,
You want to go there?
That means yes, right?
yes.
Mr. Spock, this regrettable tendency you've been showing lately towards flagrant emotionalism.
I see no reason to insult me, sir. I believe I've been completely logical about the whole affair.
There's about to be some huge plot twist. Ooh. Oh. Never mind. Oh wait, that's an illusion too. The credits are an illusion. It's not really over.
No. It really is over.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Oh. It is.
It's been
Captain Pike
13 years and the
was an illusion,
rock
and
face is still destroyed.
may you find your way as pleasant.
Well, as they already said, they focus so much time into like brains that they can't really build anything anymore.
Now the real answer is that footage is from the other episode where it was just destroyed.
But why would they be going back down?
Because he went down to live there and be a normal person again. Instead of being stuck in a beep chair.
No, I mean, like, why would that have existed in the episode?
What do you mean?
In the cage. Why would that have existed?
I don't remember. They went back down for something, clearly, and they reused that footage.
Okay.
So what'd you think?
You know how every episode I tell you I'm confused, guys?
Yes.
More so this time.
Really?
Also, just the fact that A, everything that happened had a chance of not actually happening because it's all an illusion, and B, I haven't. This is a 2-part episode, and the first part I watched like 3 weeks ago. So that was mental whirlpool.
Okay.
It's like
Interesting.
Was that a good head mental whirlpool motion?
Sure.
Good.
We'll go with it. What was your favorite part of this episode?
My favorite part? It's a difficult question. So, for this episode, guys, things are going to be a little different. MVP and favorite part are going to be from both episodes combined. Because
Makes sense.
it's a part 1 and a part 2. So, combined.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
So, my favorite part. I don't know if there's a specific, but I have to say just all of like the illusions and things that I'm like, wait a minute. That didn't actually exist, did it?
Right.
Like, for example, like the hole is actually in the wall and the blaster isn't actually empty. Never saw that coming. There are a lot of things that I should see coming but don't. But that's not the point.
All right, Andrew. So who is your MVP of the episode?
Well, in terms of MVP, it's kind of hard because the whole episode was just the happenings of another episode.
Okay.
So it really depends what we're going off of. If we're basing it off of what happened in the cage, then I would have to say it's Captain Pike. If we're basing it off of what's happening in this episode, then it has to be Spock. Just not necessarily because what he was doing was right, but because it ended up working out in the end, and he kind of drove forward the entire plot without much of anything from anyone else at all.
Right. Well, he did have to, make those fake recordings of Kirk giving orders to do things, right? Back at the starbase, so that so that Uhura would think that they're really supposed to be going to Talos 4 or whatever.
So, all right. So I guess my MVP would have to be Spock and Pike. Spike.
Spike. I like it. Spike.
2 episodes, 2 MVPs, even though they're combined.
Spike.
Spike. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. Tune in next time for episode 14 on Paramount, The Conscience of the King. That sounds like it would be from Shakespeare, and I'm excited.
Yeah, a lot of episode titles come from Shakespeare.
Good to know.
And you should be excited.
I know, that's why I am.
Excellent! Well, until then, we'll see you out there in the final frontier.